Welcome back to the weekly COVID-19 support series, and we felt like it was the right time to go back and do a recap on all of the messages that have been published these last months. And so let's get started, shall we? So these sessions every week are brought to you by LSS Holdings, and LSS Holdings is comprised of Hughes Environmental, your national environmental facility cleaning, duct cleaning, ceiling and rafter cleaning, and combustible dust remediation company. LSS Life Safety Services, your national provider of fire and smoke damper inspection repair, fire door inspection repair, fire stopping, and UVC lighting solutions. And SafeNetics, which just recently launched the e-learning certification platform and inspection technology application. So what we've been talking about and how these topics are all related under the life safety umbrella. We have been discussing at length how we can use UVC light disinfection and how UVC light also promotes HVAC energy efficiency, and combining facility disinfection with UVC lighting and other systems can help you combat COVID-19. And then also maintaining those ongoing NFPA 80 codes and your fire protection system, and then health and wellness overall and how we get our buildings safe and bring people back to the workplace. So this is a list of just some of the previous webinars that we've had. We're always looking for new topics to bring to you each week. Your input is very critical to making sure that we are relevant and that we're providing the information that you need to understand life safety during COVID-19 and managing your existing NFPA codes. So let's talk about UVC light disinfection systems. So what is UVC lighting? It's a disinfection method that uses shortwave length ultraviolet light to kill or inactivate microorganisms by destroying nucleic acids and disrupting their DNA, leaving them unable to perform vital cellular functions. And the systems that we are promoting have the highest kill rate that has been reported. So we have the data to support that. So we'll look into that a little bit further. How does it work? UVC lighting is specialized lamps that produce an ultraviolet light that disrupts growth and inactivates existing growth, aiding in the disinfection of surfaces, water, and more. So it doesn't stun it, it doesn't trap it, it kills it. Why UVC lighting? Well, UVC disinfection systems let the maximum amount of UVC rays to sterilize mold, bacteria, and viruses. So this is really critical. It's not just the virus that we're talking about. It's mold and bacteria and virus combined that UV rays can kill and disinfect. And they have very stable construction with no harmful chemicals or byproducts made with high quality materials and high performance germicidal lamps. They're compact and require minimum space and simple installation and can be quoted very easily for your facility, from the smallest of applications to the largest of applications. So the UVC lighting will become a household name as it becomes viable technology for everyone to be able to kill again, bacteria, virus, and mold. It's been used in the food industry for a very long time. It is USDA, FDA approved, and there are different tools that you can use in food industry, including handheld units, hanging and wall-mounted units, and units in your refrigeration units as well. In medical offices, we're seeing an increasing demand in the handheld units, mobile remote units, and fixed systems inside of HVAC at the coil and along the ductwork. Colleges and universities, as well as K through 12. Again, many different solutions for these settings. So we have the portable sterile wand, mobile remotes, UVC on the HVAC, and also on PTAC and fan coils, and UVC for ice machines. Manufacturing facilities, again, you're able to use sterile wand, which is a handheld unit, mobile remote UVC systems, UVC in the HVAC and air handling units, and ceiling and wall mountable UV systems. And this is just some of the applications, and this is just some of the industries. UVC products are ISO certified and UL certified in Canada and the US. So you can feel safe knowing that these are proven pieces of equipment that have been tested by the highest standards. So let's talk about how we have discussed it. UVC also aids in energy efficiency as well. So UVC light in HVAC systems at the coil, when installed close to the coil, can restore the coil capacity, which can be damaged and hampered by the growth of these bacteria, viruses, and molds. UVC has the ability to return HVAC systems close to the original system by just simply inserting these systems and maintaining them very simply. They don't require consistent maintenance or oversight. Once a year, the bulb needs to be replaced, but after that, there's little or no involvement at all. So these UVC systems at the coil can kill the bacterial growth by shrinking biofilm on the coil, which again, when it's on your system, it's slowing your system and then requiring much more power to run your system and not giving you the comfort that you need inside of your building either. So these systems are a cost-effective solution in the industries that we mentioned on the last slide, but also healthcare, very familiar with them, but still a great need. Hospitals, schools, universities, commercial office buildings, hospitality, public use facilities, manufacturing warehouses. In a nutshell, basically anywhere where people are gathered together in a confined space, these systems provide not only better health for indoor air quality, but also better efficiency. So in healthcare, we've seen the germicidal UVC can help protect your building and your patients and your employees while reducing that energy consumption and maintenance cost. And healthcare facilities have realized and reduced hospital-acquired infections, cross-contamination, reduced hospital stays, as well as reduced liability. An overall better experience inside of long-term care, medical office buildings, acute facilities, and beyond. Schools, good indoor air quality means healthier students for faculty and staff. We're seeing this all over the news, that people are very concerned about going back to school. These UVC systems, when applied to HVACs, protects the campus buildings while reducing energy consumption and maintenance costs. These very simple applications can start immediately providing better indoor air quality. They also help with reduced absenteeism, which is extremely crucial during normal business. Pre-pandemic and after, absenteeism is definitely a concern within any school. So in commercial buildings, owners can expect increased property values and reduce liability. What does that mean? By showing the public that you have provided clean indoor air, you can promote a higher quality experience inside of your building if you're retail or hospitality. So property managers will see higher occupant satisfaction and productivity, as well as marketing differentiation. And we can help you with that as well, providing that documentation and those gold standards, the higher quality experience for you. In food processing, UVC enhances food safety through mold, bacteria, and virus growth, extending product shelf life and improving quality and production yields. These germicidal UVC lamps help avoid recalls and mitigation and reduce sales loss, brand damage, and liability. Again, these can be installed along conveyor systems in storage areas. Anywhere along your food processing, we can put a UVC system in to help mitigate these problems. We do have the research, including this U.S. Homeland Security research for the sterile air technology that we use currently. We do have other systems. We do use the sterile air for our fixed UVC systems at the coil and along the ductwork. So let's talk about facility disinfection, which has been something that people are trying to handle on their own, or many people are outsourcing with companies like Hughes Environmental. Facility deep clean consists of hand wiping or utilization of electrostatic spray or atomizer to apply EPA-approved disinfection solution. You need to be basing your protocol on CDC guidelines and pay particular attention on high-touch areas and areas where COVID-19 and influenza can be spread more readily. So some of these areas might be hard surfaces, lower walls, doors, knobs, handles, countertops, security card readers, restrooms, faucets, break rooms, food prep areas, and machinery. This is facility disinfection and sanitizing media kits help explain and give peace of mind to not only your employees, but also customers. And we can provide you with this documentation that is easily displayed, both in your buildings or any communication that you have for your company, including on your website. So let's talk about NFPA and those codes that are so important and even more important as we shelter in place in some facilities and areas as we maintain code. So fire and life safety codes have not been amended or appealed or suspended. So your fire and smoke dampers are very important systems that the NFPA requires be inspected. And they be inspected, both fire and smoke dampers and combination dampers must be inspected the first year after installation for all facilities. The frequency of testing thereafter is 4 years for non-healthcare facilities and every 6 years after that for hospitals. So this means all buildings where these devices are in place. Fire doors, NFPA requires the full code inspection for all fire-rated doors, and they must be tested for functionality no less than annually. And then a written record of that inspection must be kept on file for the authority having jurisdiction. Additionally, all repairs must be made after they are inspected and discovered. So fire stopping, so both the International Building Code and the International Fire Code require that routine maintenance of your fire barrier walls be maintained and be repaired when damaged or altered or breached or penetrated. Any penetrations found should be repaired and approved methods capable of resisting the passage of smoke and fire. And the requirement for this is they must be maintained at all times. Photoluminescent egress path marking. Both IBC and IFC require luminous green egress path markings that outline the exit path should be provided in buildings having floors that are located more than 75 feet above the lowest level of the fire department vehicle. Fire dampers are dynamic, are static. Smoke dampers are pneumatic and electrical. And fire doors require 5-step fire door check. They need to be checked for certification or labeling. They need to be checked for gaps, gaskets, edge seals, hinges, and making sure that the door closes properly as per the code. Firewalls and floors need to be checked for common fire stop material. So these different systems, sealants, silicone, latex, and intumescent, putties, pillows, bricks, plugs, and spray products must be maintained at all times. And photoluminescence, exit signs, which also, by the way, have a LEED or a green credit, green building credit. And they also require no electrical power or maintenance, and they glow up to 48 hours in blackout or smoking conditions. They are non-toxic and non-radioactive. So health and wellness has been critical during this time of pandemic, and understanding the measures that you would need to take in your workplace to make it safe before welcoming people back has been a difficult set of hurdles to manage. But it's just as important for your building occupants to feel safe and supported too. So you want to make sure that you're limiting that access in your building, that you have complete, easy to understand visitor protocol, and that you make it easy for people entering and exiting the building to be safe and be safe around your employees and your other occupants. And then you need to make sure that health and wellness toolkits are easy to find and that everyone knows how to use them. And you also need to adopt or adapt temperature screening upon entry. You need to provide hygiene respiratory stations, and you also need to prepare worksite flexibility for all your employees so that they can feel comfortable when they are coming into the building to work. And you also need to provide communication and signage for social distancing to remind people what the requirements are to remain safe. We love to hear from you. Thank you so much for all of the support. We love your input. We continue to ask you to please reach out to us using our website, www.lifesafetyservices.com and www.hughesenvironmental.com. Please continue to dial us at our 800 numbers for our COVID hotline, which are staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So be safe out there. Thank you again for all of your support and for working with LSS Holdings and our companies, Hughes Environmental, LSS, Life Safety Services, and SafeNetics. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.